Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Mr. Robot. Last time on Mr. Robot we had EPS 2.5_handshake.sme. Shaking my ears. So basically, we had Elliot taking down Ray. He did have to get his sight back up, but they pretty much both knew as soon as Elliot got back on a computer, he would take down Ray, and sure enough he did. That did cause a little bit of trouble with some of the other people that relied on Ray's website. However, just before he was, basically raped, he was saved, actually, by, what the hell was his name? Oh, damn it, I always forget. It's not Joey, that's the actor's name. It's Joey Badass. With $2 at the end. Was it Leon? Something like that. I don't know. His friend. He came in like a ninja and just killed them all. And it turns out he actually works for the Dark Army, which is pretty crazy. And then it was revealed that Elliot actually hasn't been at his mother's place. He has been in prison this whole season. And yeah, he pulled a fast one over us all, basically. Very interesting, very cool twist. I'm a little curious how some of it works out, but overall, it's still really good, and I've come to just accept these twists after the Mr. Robot twist of Season 1. I feel like there was something else. We had a bit with Angela finishing up the whole thing with the FBI, and then Dom did figure out that it was her, but she really doesn't have any evidence or proof, so there's that. I guess that's kind of just that. I forget if there was anything else with that. Oh, Angela did get transferred to the risk management department, where she's going to have to really get to work if she's going to, I guess, take over, basically. Yeah. And that was pretty much it. So I guess with that being said, we should get into this episode of Mr. Robot. Here we go.
Oh, whole milk. Must be some kind of revolutionary. No, just because everyone's into this almond coconut shit nowadays, it's, no.
This is how they met. That was so cute and stupid as all get out.
What kind of phone do you have?
Oh, this, yeah, it's a Nexus. Yeah, I'm an Android guy. Paid Apple. Think iPhones are for pussies. What do you want?
iPhone.
Go to this benchmarking website. We'll compare speeds.
Okay. Game on.
Time to get your game on, Trenton.
Oh, the old malicious browser benchmark trick. Is he already on this noob's whole system?
No.
I like it.
Arlene, I thought I was meeting Elliot.
Me too.
Huh.
Relax, kids. This isn't the stranger danger episode. A conspiracy bigger than all of us. There's a powerful group of people out there that are secretly running the world. I'm talking about the guys no one knows about. The guys that are invisible.
E.
The top 1% of the top 1%.
That's the monologue from the first episode. Wow, okay. That's how Mobley and Trenton met.
Happy 4th of July, fellow Americans. On this patriotic holiday, we wanted to remind you,
I do want to
the
see.
Universal Declaration of Human Rights, privacy is a right.
I do want to see when Elliot had to do
Listen
that.
closely.
3 million Americans under surveillance for 5/9 without a warrant, not to mention backdoor access to every goddamn smartphone out there.
Not to mention a duck. God, what if one of them said that on the conference call? Put it on Vimeo. That's funny. I guess it makes the most sense.
Video's up.
I've never seen Vimeo work that well.
Without a doubt.
Guys!
Well, she came home. Well.
Why is this video such a big deal to you?
I completely don't remember this guy. Like, I remember there was a scene with him, but I don't remember him whatsoever.
Congrats on everything. Still, though, that's gotta be tough on your father, though. having to watch while you bow down to those bastards that killed your mother.
Oh, damn, Steve.
That can't be an easy pill for him to swallow. For you, though, swallowing's not really a problem now, is it?
Oh, damn, Steve. Steve with that truth.
Who the hell do you think you are, anyway?
Oh, shit. Fucking Steve the hero. God damn it. Steve out here dealing them harsh browns without ketchup.
That's the best you can come up with. Literally cleaning shit for a living.
Oh.
I'm 27. And I've got a 6-figure salary at the biggest conglomerate in history.
Oh, damn.
And I'm just getting started. That's who I am.
Damn. Angela ain't taking anyone's shit, especially the shit he cleans. God damn.
Let me check downstairs first.
I really need to go. It'll only take a second.
Trenton. No, damn it, Trenton. Did she just hit into the... Oh. Oh, I love this song. Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep.
Got it.
We will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature.
Hey, she's got 3 email accounts on her phone.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
Not seeing anything on her corporate or Hotmail.
It's my own desire.
There's gotta be something we can find
It's
from her.
my
Just keep
own
looking.
remorse. Help me to decide. Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody
Got into her Gmail, don't
wants
see anything
to
in here. Did you check for any new positions?
Obviously.
where the light won't find you. Holding hands while the walls come crumbling down.
Hey, anything?
No.
She's a lawyer, she's
Right
gotta have dirt.
beside you. So
Wait, you see Yahoo Mail and web history.
almost
Maybe we
made
do
it.
a pass on her drive.
So
Try to recover any
sad
deleted
we
files.
had to fade it. Everybody wants to rule the world.
Maybe we could target Yahoo server logs and cross-reference any incoming connection.
Or, what about this?
Oh, good job. Well, I think there was a little more of the song, but that's okay. Wasn't bad.
You really have a desire to rule the world?
Well, my desires go way beyond that.
Oh, shit. I will recreate the world in my image.
Pretty sure my... Well, better get back to my colleagues.
You could do that. Or you could stay here. Talk to me.
With every passing moment, Angela gets sadder and sadder.
I already have.
Whoop. Jeez. Tase her and throw her in.
I was just trying to scare her back.
Is that the story you're telling?
Stun gun.
She had a heart condition. There were lots of emails from her doctor.
He knows. He sees right through it.
Those?
I hope they can just get out.
If you had that much to lose, you should have done this in the first place.
But I did this for them.
What we did was colossally fucking stupid. And we can't afford not to realize that anymore.
Well, he is just out.
Hurry up.
Right. Back to the dog burner.
This is some traumatizing shit, you know that?
He works for the Dark Army, and this is traumatizing. Like, Jesus.
I don't feel bad. I
That's
always
not
knew there was a
good.
part of me that wanted to do this to her for what she did, but I figured when the time came, something would stop me.
But nothing did.
But it didn't.
Oh, shit. Is it the FBI, or is it the Dark Army?
Sir, if you don't open the door, we're gonna break it down.
Ah, shit. What do you do?
A quick search on the Wayback Machine, and guess what we found all the way from 2003? You. An Angel Fire page that you created from back in the day. Your very own DJ Mobley fan page.
Probably shouldn't have put that on the
Curiously
fucking
enough,
poster.
You're the only one that ever created a fan page of this guy. Must have really spoken to you.
He
Trust
took
me,
the
I feel the same
name.
way about Romy Michelle's high school reunion. Seems like the perfect recipe for how a hacker handle gets born.
Just didn't finish it.
Here's the deal.
Lawyer. I want a lawyer.
Okay. He ain't going down without a fight.
Evidence on this guy. Comey's about to announce that Operation Berenstain is dead, and you just held this guy for 12 hours for no reason? You have to think about how this looks, Dom.
There's always the one. There's always the one person who
Whatever.
they're doing their own thing, but they're getting close, you know?
I lost her. I don't know what I did wrong. I thought she was into me.
Don't let it get you in the dumps. Getting
Oh,
into
he's
the mind of
FBI.
a woman, it's the...
She's stone cold anyway, Dom. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
Kinda got hurt.
She never talked about F Society or her old friends from back
He
in the
was a
day.
plant,
She
I
hasn't
should have
given up
guessed.
anything since you first put me on her. And she bailed on me for some old dude at the bar.
A contact?
I think she's just into old dudes.
Nah. I have her. She's with me. Good job. Them to sell. Backdoor is in play. Stage 2. Oh shit. The hell is stage 2?
You alright?
Oh shit.
Yo, what the fuck?
Ooh, good cut. Okay. Man, an episode without Elliot. Or Mr. Robot for that matter. Alrighty, that's episode 8. How many episodes do we have this season? Isn't it? It's either 12 or 13. I don't fully remember how many. Because, you know, this is episode 8. But I'm pretty sure there's more than 10 at least. Oh, I wanted to... What was the name? Susan Jacobs. That was it. Alright. Whew. What a very interesting episode. Man, I really hope that Mobley and Trenton can get out of this okay. You know? Like, I really like them. I want them to get away, you know? But it's starting to look like that ain't going to be the case, you know? Alrighty. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into the notes on this one. First thing I wrote down is Mobley and Trenton. How Mobley and Trenton first met, which was interesting. And how they first, I guess, joined F Society, which is interesting. I like that. That was a good little meetup they had there, and comparing iPhone speeds. It is interesting that or phone speeds. She had an iPhone, he had an Android. I do find it interesting that it's like, oh yeah, he just went to that site like with no problems. He just went right there, and so I like Darlene calling him out. It's like, oh, this newbie here. Like, all right, that was very interesting, because yeah, it's like you wouldn't suspect, but I mean, maybe that just shows how it shows that Mobley is a bit more trusting. Like he didn't even think about it. So I like that. We had the whole thing about Operation Berenstain. Did they say Berenstein or Berenstain? Because they wrote Stain, but I don't remember if it was Berenstein or Berenstain. Oh well. Either way, that was pretty interesting, the whole thing of... So basically, what did they say? They were going to monitor, like, what was it, 3 million people? And they had no warrant, and it's like, yeah, that's... it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, actually. So that was very interesting. And obviously, so that was the thing that we saw. Was it last episode? I guess it was last episode that they listened in on, and then they exposed it. I like anytime we get to see Darlene in the I guess the Mr. Robot outfit, technically. I don't know. I mean, it's either the Mr. Robot outfit or the ow, jeez. I suddenly got this sharp pain in my left arm. I wonder where that came from. Anyway. So yeah. So I like it. I guess it's just the F Society like mascot outfit. It's not particularly... I guess it is Mr. I don't know. Or the mask and the suit, you get the idea. I like seeing her do that, and she kind of has to bring up the persona a little bit on camera. And, the thing is, when we first see that, like, persona that they put on the camera, it's first as Mr. Robot. And so we're sitting here like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. This guy is dramatic enough and to do something like that, and I like that. But then, the next time, then you start to realize, oh, wait, that was Elliot in all those videos, It makes me want to go back to watch those original versions. I mean, it's obvious that it's not... Well, I don't know. Maybe they filmed it with Elliot instead, but that's the thing. So, seeing Darlene do it is honestly really interesting. It makes me wonder... I mean, you would honestly think that, especially someone like Dom would catch on, like, wait a minute, that's a different person under the mask, Like, the voice is different and everything, which, I mean, there's not really too much you can, like, get off of that, but still, like, you would think that would have been brought up by someone, and it's like, well, wait, that's not the same person. Obviously, that's not the same person as the previous videos, So, that's all pretty interesting. We got the whole thing with Susan Jacobs coming home, which was also interesting, and them having to deal with it. Again, I just want to see Mobley and Trenton just escape, just get out of there. Obviously, Trenton has more problems with, leaving her family, and Mobley pretty much has the FBI right on his tail. So they both have their issues. But yeah, then we had the whole thing with Susan Jacobs, which was interesting. And, they tied her up, and then that was kind of interesting. I was like, oh, she just took a nasty, hit to the head when she tried to attack Trenton. It's like, well, that was, I don't know, serendipitous. Like, it just sort of worked out. Although, I mean, it made things more complicated, I guess, really, when you stop to think about it. But it did work for Darlene to, kill her, basically. So, yeah. I did write down "Rule the World," which, first off, that was a fun little musical interlude. I hope you enjoyed the duet between myself and Angela of "Everybody Wants to Rule the World" by what band? I never remember what band who did that song. I can never remember. So, but still. That was our duet. And of course, she's acting, all nervous in that and, kind of getting off. I was giving it my all. So, I was trying to make that a legit cover of Everybody Wants to Rule the World. But more than that, we also got Angela saying, it's like, oh, so you want to rule the world. And she's like, my ideas are much more grander than that. It's like, what the is Angela becoming a supervillain? Is that it? Like what the fuck? Yeah, that sounds like a line like Joanna would have, honestly. It's like, my ambitions are much higher than that. Like, what the fuck does that mean? But I mean, you could honestly say it's not just to take over, but to reshape, which she is trying to reshape E-Corp. She's getting in order to, she got in on the inside in order to shape it, fix it, basically. And it's a slow process, but she is working on it. So, honestly, yeah, it's like, no, she's not just going to rule the world, she's going to reshape it in her image, Fucking depressing. Which already is, so I don't know how much that's going to help. And then we had the cleanup, which was really interesting. I feel like I'm powering through these notes really fast, but no, I mean, it's, geez, we're already to the halfway point of the episode. But it's interesting, we did have, like, okay, they were going to blackmail her, because they originally said, like, okay, we're going to, I just noticed this episode is called Successor. Probably Darlene as the successor of Mr. Robot. She is definitely going down the darker side. With every episode, she gets a bit more like Mr. Robot, honestly. So, yeah. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, originally, they hacked her stuff in order to get as much information on her as they could. And then they said, because originally it's like, okay, we need to take her to a hospital, but if we're going to do that, we need to make sure she doesn't talk. And that seemed to be the plan, but that's when Darlene just, took it further and just straight up killed her. Which I get the feeling Mobley figured that out. It's like, no, that was not self-defense. She straight up killed her. So I think he understood that. Which, I mean, for a while, he was saying to Trenton, like, look, Romero's death, that was because Elliot and Darlene, they needed him out of the way, basically. They were cleaning their tracks, and they are the tracks. So he has always been more, I guess, suspicious of Darlene, and also, by extension, Elliot. So this does call into question, was it Darlene that killed Romero? Possibly, but that does seem a bit unlikely. So we'll have to see. I don't know. It's like we're, I guess, Darlene's a little sus, I guess is how we could say that. She's a little sus. But also, like, we've got her being sus while also having to deal with the Dark Army being sus. So it's like, I don't know. It's very interesting to see, like, the two sides of that. It's like, okay, here's Darlene and how she is in conflict with her own team while also getting her in conflict with the Dark Army, Like, it's an interesting sort of, double dynamic they have going on, And yeah, she straight up killed Susan Jacobs, which is pretty crazy. And they had to do the cleanup, which was also pretty interesting. And like trying to figure out different ways of doing that. I don't know what exactly they ended up doing, but that was interesting. But she did let Mobley and Trenton go. So I mean, you have to think that if Mobley didn't go back to his house, then he probably would have gotten away. Granted, even though he was held by the FBI for 12 hours, they don't have enough on him, and he kind of lucked out that it's like, no, this isn't what Dom is doing is not helpful. It's pretty much not good for the FBI right now. So her higher ups made her release Mobley, and that gave him the opportunity to bail, basically. Although he did go back to Trenton. Well, it seemed like that, but we don't know. We'll have to see next episode. And And yeah, at first it's like, okay, so is this the FBI or the Dark Army that's getting Mobley? And it turned out to be the FBI, which is probably the better option, honestly, I guess in retrospect. But we did see the one car that was outside Trenton's place, so it makes you wonder, like, okay, well, was that something, or was that just a random car? Was that just her paranoia getting to her? Because she didn't get taken by anyone, So we'll definitely have to see next episode. I just hope they can get out, man. I just hope they can get out, because I like those two, and I want them to just be able to, get away from the craziness, of Elliot and Darlene and the Dark Army and the FBI. Just get away. So we'll have to see. But yeah, they are out and trying to get away as quickly as they can. We also had Darlene feels no guilt for killing Susan Jacobs, which is interesting. Again, honestly, the more and more we go, the darker Darlene's getting, the closer, honestly, to Mr. Robot she's getting. Makes you curious, like, if they got Elliot out and, he was part of the team again, she would probably bring out the worst in him. That would probably be very dangerous to be around her, because she could start drawing Mr. Robot out. Or he could do for her what he does for himself, which is try to keep those darker tendencies down, So that would be a pretty interesting dynamic, but we'd have to see if that'll happen this season, or it could easily happen later. So we'll see. So yeah, but she feels no guilt for Susan Jacobs, which is interesting. We also got, again, Mobley being held up by the FBI, and it was interesting. Dawn says, like, okay, well, you just have to listen. But then she starts, like, when she starts talking, she's basically, like, giving him time to talk, and it's like, oh, he's not talking, so, okay. But yeah, they did figure out, like, oh, that could be a good hacker name. But with everything going on with Operation Berenstein, it just was not a good time to hold someone with no reason. So Mobley was able to get out. And then the last thing I wrote down is Stage 2. We did not see if that was Mobley at Ron's Coffee there. So Trenton could be in trouble. Darlene is probably in trouble, but she started beating Cisco. So yeah, we'll have to see what Stage 2 is. We still have a whole lot of stuff about the Dark Army, like what are they doing, So we'll have to see. But overall, really, really great episode. I enjoyed it. I'm hoping Mobley and Trenton can get out because I like them. But we will definitely have to see. Every time they're about to get out, they're pulled right back in. So yeah, we will have to see. But that's pretty much it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Mr. Robot reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.